morning, everyone. Hope you're all having a lovely day today. It is not even 9 o'clock in the morning and it's pretty humid already today. Instead of doing it in my backyard again, I came down to Center Valley Park. If you've never been here, it's in Twinsburg, and there's a lovely asphalt path that you can walk or ride your bike or ride scooter or rollerblades or whatever it is you want to ride. Strollers, etc. And then they also have a lot of hiking paths too, so it's pretty cool. All right, so today we're going to do a little focus on our shoulder mobility. So hopefully those will be nice and loose by the time we're done today. All right, so go ahead and get yourself into a comfortable seated position, whatever works for you. And let's go ahead, close our eyes. Take a deep breath in through your nose. And release it through your mouth. And again, in through your nose. And out through your mouth. Let's go ahead and set an intention for today. So I'm going to try to keep myself a little bit calm because I'm going back to work this week. Summer's about over. So I'm going to think about just enjoying the last few days and being calm and in the moment. So go ahead and close your eyes again. Think of whatever your intention might be. If you're going back to work like I am, you can use that one or try something else. And let's take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. All right, let's start by stretching out our head a little bit and our neck. So bring your head forward, tuck your chin down to your chest, and then let's just slide it over to the side. Nice tilt to your left. Really thinking about stretching. We won't pull on our head yet. And let's rotate back to back and hold there. Looking up at the sky or the scene or whatever you're looking at. Over to your right. Nice stretch. Try to let those shoulders come down while you're stretching. And back to the front. And let's go the other way. Let's go ahead and go to your right first, and then let's take our hand, opposite hand, or same hand, to the right hand onto your head. Go ahead and give a little pressure if that feels good. If it doesn't, you can just stick with pulling it down. Go ahead and bring your head back. I'm not going to put much pressure there. Let's go over to the left. Little bit of pressure. And down to the front. And just put a little pressure. Try to get that chin really touching your chest. All right, get rid of some of that tension in there. And then let's just do some shoulder rolls to the back. The sky is very clear today, it's so beautiful. And forward. And then let's just do some simple shoulder stretches to get everything loosened up before we start some of our additional ones. So take your left arm, bring it over and kind of cradle it up here with your right. Smush it in there. Try to stretch across here. You can do a little rotation if that gives you a better stretch and feels good to you. Then let's do your right arm. Nice rotation. And then let's go back to the other side. Left arm. And your right arm. Feels good this morning. And then let's go ahead, let's start with your right arm up and kind of bring your hand down onto your upper back if you can, or wherever it needs to be. If you can bring it down to your upper back, and then you can take your hand on your elbow and kind of try to push it down on your elbow, so you're getting a nice stretch across here. And you can try to do a little lean too to see if you get a better stretch. And let's do our other hand. Side stretch over to your right. So put your right arm down, left arm up, come over as far as you can. Go down onto your elbow if that feels good. Try to stretch out this little side of your body. We're gonna need that stretched out too while we do some of the shoulder work. And then back over to the other side. Today. Okay, come on back up. Let's go ahead and take our hands behind us and intertwine them. So grab hold this way if you can, and then just kind of try to lift that up. So think about sticking your chest up, raising up your arms, and lean back if you like. You should be able to feel that stretch go across your chest, and also feel in between your shoulder blades that you'll be getting a little pressure there. All right. And then we're going to try a little easy twist with what we're going to be calling today are binds. So binds, like when you grab hold of, if you grab hold of your foot, you're binding. We're going to try doing some binding with our shoulders today. So take your right arm and try to bring it around to the other side. So if you can only go here, 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 wherever you can get. I've been working on this for several years. I'm supposed to be trying to grab hold of this thigh, but not all the time can I get there. So take your left arm onto your right knee. Try to bring that right arm behind you and just do a twist. And at the same time, we're trying to just get that shoulder loosened up and try to get our hands around as far as you can. But like I said, wherever you get as far as you can go is perfect. In yoga, we're not going to gain things real fast. It's going to take a long time. So just do what you can do for now, and you'll be surprised at how you'll see progress over time. Let's go back to the other side. So we're going to take that left arm, try to bring it behind us, over to the other hip. Take this hand and help us twist. Look behind you. Getting a nice stretch on both shoulders, really. And come back to the front. All right, so when we do our prayer hands, let's go ahead and try to do prayer hands here in the front. All right, and then you can also do them upside down to get a different stretch. And then let's try to go behind us and do them upside down behind us. So you just bring your hands around and try to bring them together into an upside down prayer. And then you can try to bring them together with your fingers up, and then try to get your hands together back here. That one's a lot trickier. Can't quite get the bottom of my palms down, but you stick your chest out and you try to bring them together. Like I said, even if you're just getting here, 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 anywhere on the way there, if you can get your fingers, the top of your fingers to touch, great. Get a nice stretch. All right. And then let's try to do a little bit of eagle arms too. It's a little bit easier if we're not doing the balance portion and standing. So go ahead and bring your right arm under your left arm, and then try to wrap your hands together. Okay, you'll feel a nice pull on your shoulders. If it's pulling too much, stop. Just stay right here if that's what you can do. If you can only get here, 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 wherever you can get. It's going to be a nice stretch. Try to keep that shoulder joint nice and loosened up, so if something happens and it gets pulled, then you don't get injured if you have a nice flexibility. So even bring those arms up if that's something that's available to you and it feels good. And come on out down and let those go. Then we're going to take your left arm, come under your right arm. Same thing on the other side. Just really trying to pull that all together in the middle. Get a nice stretch on our shoulders. And then lift up if that is available to you. And then come on down to the center. All right, we're going to take a little break for a second on those shoulders, and we're going to come on into a tabletop position. Get those hands under your shoulders and your knees under your hips. And let's do a nice cow position. So head up, drop your belly, push through with your arms, up, dropping your hips. And then go ahead into cat, arch your back, again pushing down through your arms to make that arch even more. Back to cow, head up, back to cat, head down. All right, and then we're going to go ahead and do our thread the needle. So we're going to stretch each shoulder out that way. Let's go ahead and take your right arm, bring it under, kind of come through and try to lay down on that shoulder a bit. And then if you like, you can keep pushing up with this hand. If you can only get down, if you can't lay all the way down because it's uncomfortable, that's fine. Just do what's available to you. And if you want, you can try to extend this opposite arm forward, which will give you a little bit more weight to that shoulder and get you a better stretch. And then go ahead and push yourself back up, and let's switch to the other arm. So left arm over. Try to bring your shoulder down to the ground. You can look to the other side if you like. And you can try to bring your arm forward at the same time. Really stretching both shoulders. All right, make your way back up here. We're going to take our right leg forward. Have a nice bent knee here. Our low lunge. Then we're going to try to come over the side to get a little bit of stretch on your shoulder again. So you want to bring your elbow over. And if that's where you have to stop, great. If just resting it here is difficult because it's really kind of twisting you and setting off your balance, that's fine too. You just lay it across here. Just kind of put this other arm down if you need to. But if it's available to you, bring this elbow over, hands together in that prayer position again. So let's really try to twist out. Get a nice stretch in your neck and your shoulders, maybe even your hips and your trunk. And then go ahead and put your hands back down. Bring your right leg back, your left leg forward. And again, try to bring this elbow over, hands into a prayer twist. Really try to get a nice rotation so that you're looking to the back, stretching both shoulders, amongst other muscles. And go ahead and put your hands back down. And we're going to make our way up to a standing position. So however works for you, come on up to mountain pose. All right. So we're going to go ahead and take a deep breath in. Arms up to the sky. And swan dive down to the ground. Put your fingers down into just toward the ground. If you can touch, fantastic. Let's bring our hands up to our shins into a halfway position. Try and just make your back nice and flat. And then drop down, and if you can get those hands flat on the ground, fantastic. Do what you can. If you can keep those knees straight, great. If you need to bend them, that's fine as well. And then let's come on back up to our mountain pose. All right, let's actually do that. Let's grab hold of your left wrist and kind of pull up stretch there. And then let's switch. Grab hold of your right wrist. Up and stretch. Great. All right, now we're gonna go ahead, take a deep breath in, come down into our standing forward bend, and let's just move our right leg back, then left leg back into a downward dog. Then we're gonna go ahead and bring that right leg forward and work our way into a warrior two. Okay. And then we're gonna do a side angle. So go ahead and drop your elbow on your thigh. Really try to sink in. Again, you always wanna keep your knees behind your toes. And then bring your top arm up. Stretch forward. Should be a nice stretch on both shoulders as well as the rest of your body. And then back up to warrior two. Hands down to the ground. Back to downward dog, and let's do the other side. So go ahead and lift up your left leg. Bring it forward between your hands. Rotate your arms up into warrior two. Drop that forearm onto your thigh. Nice side angle pose. Try to reach forward with that top arm. Really want to try to stretch across this hip if you can. Then go ahead and come up to our warrior two. Bring your hands down, back downward dog. This time we're going to go ahead and lift up our right leg. You can go ahead and open that hip a bit if you like. I always like how much that stretches me out. Bring your foot forward between your hands. Arms up to warrior two. Forearm down to side angle, and then we're going to try to do that bind. So instead of reaching over the top, we're going to try to bring this top arm behind our back. Try to touch the top of your leg if you're able. Wherever you can get is great. And then go ahead and move back up into warrior two. Bring your arms down, left leg back. Go ahead and bring your left leg up. Again, stretch out that hip. Good view. Forward and in between your hands. Up to warrior two. Drop that forearm onto your thigh. And again, bring it behind your back this time. So trying to bring those fingers all the way up to grab your leg if you can. You can also do some nice rotation. Try to kind of help your shoulder out or get your hand over there. You can rotate and look up towards the sky or ceiling. And then up to warrior two. Back down into downward dog. Go ahead and raise your right leg up. Bring it in between your hands. Into warrior two. Down into side angle pose. Again with the bind, so bring your arm behind you. Right, and then if you want, you can try to bring this hand down. You can also just leave it here. You could just go here and kind of try to slide down to help you with your balance. You can get your hand all the way flat, good for you. But try to keep that top of your body still rotated up. My arms are short, so usually I end up having to just stay on my fingertips. And you can come back up to warrior two. Hands down, back to downward dog. Left leg up, in between your hands, into warrior two. Elbow down on your thigh. Bring this arm behind you. Try to reach for your leg, and then try to bring this hand down. Trying to maintain that twisting toward the ceiling or the sky. Back to warrior two. Hands down. And back to downward dog. Right leg up. Up and into your warrior two. Nice and strong in that warrior two. Let's go ahead, and this time we're going to go into a side angle pose. And then we're going to just bring our hands behind us.
kind of come forward into our humble warrior. So again, with interlacing your fingers, pulling down, and then forward as far as you can, and bring those arms up as far as you can to loosen that shoulder. Back up to our warrior two. Hands down and back down to downward dog. Left leg up, in between your hands, up to warrior two, down to your side angle, and then bring your hands behind you. What you want to try to do this time is interlace them the wrong way. It will feel all kinds of wrong, so that's how you'll know it's not the way you normally do it. So just think about those first fingers being the opposite. Bring your shoulders up, and bring your hands up to the sky if you can, and drop down as low as you're able. That's comfortable to you. And come on back up. Back into warrior two. Arms down. And let's step back to downward dog. And then go ahead and drop your knees, and we're gonna do a puppy pose. So instead of a child's pose, if we go all the way back, we're gonna put our arms out and really just kind of drop your shoulders. You can leave your toes extended back here, will help you keep that up. So you're gonna keep your hips up in the air. You're gonna really try to pull forward with those shoulders while you pull your body back towards your feet. And then stretching those shoulders again. All right. Now let's go ahead and make our way into a staff pose. So you wanna have both of your legs straight out in front of you. And we're gonna start first by just kind of falling forward. So just bring your body forward. Let your hands hang next to you. You can just put your palms up for more of a relaxed forward bend. Drop your head. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Really try to let everything relax. So we're going to go ahead and come back up. This time we're going to take a deep breath in with our arms up. And we're going to go ahead and take a bind on those feet if you're able. If you can come all the way forward and grab your feet, great. If you need to grab here, if you need to grab here. Either way, you're using that bind to really help pull your body into a deeper stretch. Again, only if it's comfortable for you. So come on forward, grab those feet if you're able. Try to pull yourself forward, like dropping your head towards your knees. And then go ahead and come back up. And let's bring your left leg in front of your right leg into an easy seat. And we're just going to try a little bit of that wrapping our arm around either way. So let's go ahead and take your right arm and try bringing it around in that easy seat. We'll do a little bit of a twist here again this way. Again, pushing on here will help you to rotate and get your hand farther. I can already feel that it's a little bit easier than what it was when we started. And then go ahead and rotate around. Bring this behind, your left arm behind you, trying to reach your right thigh. Push here with your right hand to try to twist you around and give you even more range of motion in this area. And then come on back forward. Let's go ahead and do our log stacking pose. So let's go ahead and put our right leg over our left leg. If this is not available to you, you can put it in front of you. Just try to bring yourselves like a little bit closer, maybe almost do like a crisscross applesauce seat. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and go over to our right first. And we're going to kind of wave over to the side. Get some nice stretch in our lower back. And then wave to the front. And then wave to your left. And then we're going to take our arm and put it kind of in the cradle of your foot. Again, kind of try to bind. So bring this hand behind you, push down with this hand and rotate around. Get a nice stretch in your hips in addition to stretching those shoulders. And then go ahead and come back forward and let's switch our legs. So now we're going to have our left leg on top of our right. And we're going to start over here and just kind of wave forward. Or, I'm sorry, wave to the side. Now wave forward. And then wave over to your right. And then go ahead and take this arm, put it right here in your foot if you're able to cradle it. Bring this arm behind you, trying again to grab as far forward as you're able. Do a nice rotation, pushing with this bottom arm. Rotate you up, looking at the ceiling or the sky. And then come on back forward. Let's go back into that staff pose. We're almost done. Go into our staff pose and go ahead and bring your right knee up first. Bring your right leg behind, or right arm behind you, and then bring your left elbow over. Again, with a little rotation there. Trying to look behind you, using this elbow to really push. Get some good rotation in your hips, shoulder, and your trunk. And then let's come forward and switch that out. Arm behind you. Bring this one over. Really rotate around. And then come on back into staff pose. And now we're going to try our sage one pose, which is tough, and it's a tough bind, so it's really not something that it's hard for me to do it still. Most of the time I cannot get it sometimes, but we're just going to try it, and you do what you can, and see if you can, that shoulder movement has helped you out. So you're going to go ahead and bring your left leg up first. We're going to take this arm and try to bring it around here, and try to bring this hand behind and grab our fingers. All right? So, try to come around this way a little bit. If you can see, my fingers are grabbing each other. And then I'm going to try to just come forward. Actually, coming forward in this position really helps you to get your fingers together. And then I'm going to go ahead and let that go. Back into my staff pose. Go ahead and bring the right leg up this time. Bring this arm around. Bring this arm behind. And try to grab your fingers together. If you cannot grab your fingers together, just do what you can here. Okay? Once you have your fingers intertwined, you can try to come forward. And then come on back out to our staff pose. Let's go ahead, deep breath in, and just fall forward. Kind of let everything fall forward. You can let these legs fall out, let your arms fall out. Another deep breath in, deep breath out. You can go ahead and make your way into whatever position you would like to do Shavasana in. I am going to sit in a lotus position. I can rotate up, but you can move down. Get yourself where you need to be. So let's go ahead and take a deep breath in. And on your exhale, try to think about letting everything go. Worries, concerns, plans for the rest of the day. Most importantly, letting all your muscles relax and sink into the ground. And while you're
enjoy the moments before you go back to work, or to stay present while you're going about your day. Take one more deep breath in. And exhale. And I'll give you a few moments for Shavasana. Alright friends, if you want to continue to rest, pause the video and continue with your Shavasana. Letting your mind have some calm space and your body rest. But if you're going to finish now, go ahead and roll over onto your left side. Bring your knees up and make your way up into a seated position. Thank you for doing yoga with me today.